perfect squares and perfect cubes. If you check the times table on the diagonal, anytime you have a number times itself, we call that a number squared. So 1 times 1 would be 1 squared. 2 times 2 would be 2 squared. 3 times 3 would be 3 squared. 4 times 4 would be 4 squared. That one looks a little bit weird. 5 times 5 would be 5 squared, and so on. And so these are called perfect squares. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and 5 squared is 25. Now, in addition to perfect squares, there are also perfect cubes. And that is when you have a factor times itself 3 times. And so I could have 2 to the third power, or 2 cubed, and that's a 2 times a second 2 is 4, times a third 2 is 8. I could have 3 cubed. 3 times a second 3 is 9, times a third 3, 9 times 3, 27. 2 cubed, 2 to the third power, a 2 times a second 2 times a third 2. 3 cubed, 3 to the third power, 3 times a second 3 times a third 3. If I try this with 5s, I've got 5 times a second 5, there's 5 squared. And 5 squared times another 5 is 5 cubed. So 5 times 5 was 25. And if I had 5 quarters, that would be 125 cents. So 5 cubed, or 5 to the third power, is 125.